So this entire bag is filled with carving stuff. This entire bag is filled with carvings. First, we got a little mulberry number. Now, remember, if you've watched my videos before, if you're a new subscriber, I talk about how I like rough carving. Well, this was actually for a video that I never finished. This is rough. I'll show these later. Here's one of my biggest undertakings. If you guys have ever carved with just tiny hand tools, you know this was ridiculous. So I even did a tiny bit of sanding with a belt sander, but I just gave up. Look how thick these sides are. And now it's dry, so I'd have to like wet it again. And the good thing here though is that it doesn't look like it cracked, so I do use this. I just put things in it. The flat bottom is what killed me. You do not want to have to make a flat bottom with rounded, like a gouge or a hook knife or a Twuka cam, TWCA cam. Alright, so let's keep going. This one's cool, but it's really weak at the neck. Yeah, this one. It's cool, but it's not done. It's another rough one. Here's oak, which you're not supposed to make carvings out of things with pores, but it does seem like it's white oak. Yeah, it is white oak. Oh wait, yeah, it's white oak. So the pores are filled a little bit with tyloses. I think it's like 60% of the pores get filled with tyloses, which I theorized might help with rot resistance because black locust has it. Um, what else has what other mulberry has tylosis, another rot resistant. This is one I really like. This is more recent. I really think this is cool. So I made like it's one of the best swinging spatulas I've ever used. I said that joke before on Instagram. But this is also rough. But yeah, I call it a spatchet because it's like a hatchet handle. My first name was the Spaxula, but that got canned. But the corporate was all over my ass about spatchet. I mean, Spaxula. They were like, this is not going to sell. Here's another oak. I think this is pin oak, which this is completely useless. Well, it's not useless. Listen, you could use these, but they say it's unhygienic to use big to carve with to carve with timber that has big pores, because bacteria and stuff could get in there. Here's another one that's really rough and ugly. We're gonna try to go through this because I got a lot of stuff in here. Let's pull out the longest stuff. Just get that over with. Okay. It's hot outside if you haven't noticed my sweat. Alright. These kind of suck, so we'll go with those first. Wow, I have so many that it's hard to display them for you guys. So here's another oak right here, white oak. Here's another pin oak, another pin oak. They look alright, right? But they're just not right. This one I was like, I just kind of go. And I was kind of like, after it came to shape, I thought, let me try to make like a musical note. It's goofy as hell. That's kind of how I do things now with carvings. I don't draw any lines. I just I cut my ear off and I harness the energy of Picasso. Here's another oak, white oak. Isn't that cool though with the medullary rays? Oh man, it's too bad we can't really use oak, isn't it? This is where, now, let me pull one out and display it before we go into the other long ones. This is where another wood comes in. So we can't use oak, right? What can we use that's similar? Well, we can use, here it is, we can use beech. Beech is a great fine grain wood that has similar characteristics to oak, but not the medullary rays are nowhere as large. It's not really a medullary ray wood. But yeah, this is a pretty cool spoon, isn't it? Now, I haven't done a lot of spoons because I've been so lazy and I have not sharpened my, oh boy. I've not sharpened my hook knives and my Twuka cam, which is like a big hook knife. Put this in here. Here's another mulberry that's rough. It had a knot that kind of made it funky. It's not really, yeah, it's a little, that'll be fine. I could probably finish it. Here's another mulberry. It was like a weird piece of wood, so I made it look weird, I guess. I'm weird. It's weird. We're all weird. Here's some of my favorite. I mean, walnut is just such a pleasure to carve, and because it has that really white sapwood, it really just does something to these pieces. And it's not like the sapwood and heartwood are different, like grades, kind of like mulberry. Sapwood with mulberry is a lot less bug resistant and rot resistant, so I pretty much always take it out. Here's another weird one that is very rough, very strange one. All right, let's go through some of the spoons, because obviously the spoons would be smaller than the spatulas. Wow, I got a lot of stuff in here, don't I? A lot of crap. I just got a lot of crap. Here's another oak that's a pipe dream. I never, oh, I never finished this one. I never got close, but doesn't that look cool? Doesn't that look cool? This is basically a blank. I have some more blanks. I don't know if I brought them, but here's this little tiny spoon, and the bowl is unfinished. It's very rough in there. As you can see, this is sweet gum actually. Isn't that cool? You can use sweet gum for carving. It is a fine grain wood. That's why I get it confused with maple when I'm looking at firewood sometimes. This is a nice one, right? Very, very small. This is actually kind of finished, except for the bowl is a little rough. But yeah, isn't this tiny? Doesn't have much of a crook to it. Yeah, not much of a crook, but looks pretty cool. Um, this one I went too far. If you look at it in the light, there's a hole in the bowl. Like, not a hole, but just a... Oh, wait, you know what? It's not a hole in the bowl. It's just a hole now. I was thinking it was too thin in one part, but nope. There's just a hole in it. I remember now. Here's a blank of hickory, I think. What an insane man I was for doing this. A blank of hickory, and I let it dry. What a fucking crazy dude I am. Here's a weird one, isn't it? I like this one. It's cool. It's beech. I just really like beech, carving with beech. It's hard. It's really hard. But it's soft enough when it's green. It gets very hard though when it dries out. Let's see, what is this? I think this is... Wow, I don't usually have a problem identifying stuff. Maybe it's sweet gum, but it feels a little heavy. I think this is sweet gum, so that's why I think this is. Yeah, both sweet gum, probably. What do we got? Anything left? Tiniest ones and maybe some of the crappiest. Let's see. We got 3 left. I'm gonna look for the best one, and then I'm gonna show that last. All right. This one is absolute dog shit. This one is a pile of shit. I actually just found this in a pile that my dog made with his ass. He shit this. He just shit this out. That was. He's a creative digestive system. Here's a tiny little one. It's kind of weird. The sides are like flat, but that's what ended up happening. It's also rough. I haven't set it every time, but almost all these are rough. This one's close to done, but this is the coolest one, and it's also the last. Look at that big fin. So the reason why you do that with these crooked spoons, you make the neck thin in this dimension, and you make it wide, long. I don't know how you would describe that, but bigger in this dimension from here to here, from here to here. That's just for strength. Like now this is stronger this way, but it's still not that strong this way, side to side. It is stronger up and down though. I've broken so many spoons, guys. I've like, let's take this camera off. Yeah, I've broken so many spoons. It's insane how many I've broken. I mean, it really is. So, last thing I want to show you guys is these pieces of sweet gum I've dried. This one has oil on it. You can see it has spalting, really cool on the side. cool spalting, isn't it? These sweet gum pieces I'm going to use as wedges. Here's one that's going to go in a wedge, and I kind of smoothed it out. Doesn't that look really, that's very unique, so that's why I'm using the sweet gum as for wedging. And this piece might be even better. I haven't, whoa, I didn't even smooth this out. Wow. Yeah, this side won't be as pretty, but isn't that amazing? It looks like grain, the texture of a meat or something. Anyway, guys, that's what we got today. Oh my God. What have I done? I left my little Miller's Falls outside. Oh, what have I... Oh. I don't think it rained yet, luckily. But it does get very wet in the morning, like with a dew. So, this did the do. This thing did the do. Ooh, it's stuck. Here's the last of the maple right here. So, thanks for watching, guys. And thanks for finding my Miller's Falls. That's really unique half hatchet that I've never seen before. I'm sure if I look it up, I'll find other ones, but I have actually mine is really unique because mine was left out next to a chopping block, which has never happened before. Nobody's ever left an axe or hatchet by a chopping block. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope that last bit was enlightening, not the stupidest thing you thought you've ever heard. It was a big joke. Okay. Thanks for watching.